saying Amber has messed up big time would be a grave misrepresentation of what is happening to the actress at the moment, and from the looks of it, things don't seem like they can get any worse for her, as the actress has now been called out by the LGBTQ+ community for her outrageous statements. So, exactly what has Amber gotten herself into this time? At the beginning of the trial between Amber and her estranged husband, most people didn't actually pick sides. In fact, you could say Amber basically had all the support since Depp had lost the case in the UK already. But since the case got here, the general public were given access to all of the facts of the case as it all happened right in front of our faces, and in the end she was proven guilty. Now, instead of accepting that she did make a mistake and repeatedly lie under oath, she's been making several outrageous statements, not only about Johnny Depp, but facing every single person that has supported the actor through the course of this whole trial. Starting with Depp, she recently took an interview, and boy did she have a mouthful on how he managed to flip the case in his favor by paying people off.
Looked at the evidence you presented. They listened to your testimony and they did not believe you. They thought you were lying.
I'll put it this way. How could they make a judgment? How could they not come to that conclusion? They had sat in those seats and heard over 3 weeks of nonstop, relentless testimony from paid employees, and towards the end of the trial, randos, as I say.
Just thinking about how she's so comfortable lying with a straight face is more than enough reason to even be scared of her. And while she had all of this to say about Depp himself, he wasn't the only person she spoke about in recent times, as Amber has repeatedly been claiming that she was standing for all women and people in general that have suffered through domestic violence. But the LGBTQ+ community wasn't going to take that from her. In fact, it wasn't even a random person on the internet that brought this up. It was actually one of Amber's old neighbors, who so happens to be a member of the LGBTQ+ community, and they stated that they didn't want Amber representing them in any way, which makes you further doubt her credibility, because this is someone that probably saw her for who she truly was many times. And just like the neighbor, other members of the community at large spoke out, and you can be sure that they also had quite a lot to say about their representation. One particular individual started a whole conversation on the top, saying, as a part of the LGBTQIA+, as well as being a domestic violence survivor, and that, like Johnny Depp, my assaulter was a woman too. We don't want #Amber Heard as an abuser speaking for any of us. #Amber Heard does not speak for me. #Amber Heard committed perjury. #Amber Heard deserves prison. Expectedly, the entire discourse had several other people who felt the same way, sharing their thoughts, and I have to say, Amber has really annoyed a lot of people at this point. One user wrote, "I just watched this video. I think Amber Heard saw that she is not getting our support as survivors of DV, so she moved to the lesbian community. Seems desperately to get some support. If she just comes honest and sincere, she might get it, but she does everything but that." Another user wrote, "It's the people who forge those connections that harm the communities they supposedly speak for. Same with the setback for women. You don't want people to think all women are like Amber. Then don't push the idea that she represents all women." At this point, it just sort of seems like Amber is intentionally trying to get under everyone's skin. But what she doesn't seem to understand is that some of the people that will preside over her appeal case, that is if she eventually gets that far, could be from these communities. But regardless, we'll let her seal her own fate. How about you? Do you think she messed up by using her case as a yardstick for all people in domestic violence situations?